Hello everyone!
We are the cast of the upcoming movie entitled Bridging the Gap. I am JD Batawang and I will play the role of Mr. Kim.
And I'm Rishita and I will be playing the role of Kaia Fontanilla.
I'm Phoebe Montenegro playing as the role of Miss Park, the secretary of Mr. Kim.
And I'm Feta Geo Soloco playing as Carmela, the friend of Miss Kaia.
Two different worlds. Meet Mr. Kim, the Korean boy.
다음 달에 발표가 있다는 곳을 알고 있죠? 저에게 영어를 가르쳐줄 사람을 찾아해요.
저를 도와줄 사람을 이미 찾았어요.
Two different people. Meet Miss Kaia Fontanilla, the Filipina girl.
Sis! Nakakuha na ako ng trabaho.
Saan naman yan?
Basta, magtuturo na naman ako ng English eh. Koreano daw.
Sino naman yan?
Ay, malay ko. Baka daw sabihin for privacy.
Magkakaintindihan kaya sila? Sila nga ba'y hindi magbabati?
Ma'am, meet Mr. Kim, the one who will be teaching English. Shall? Let's translate this one. Shall we start? Okay, so 시작할 kayo in English is shall we start? Sir? Sir, can you please listen to me? Lintik na. Ikaw na nga itong tinuturuan, di ka pa nakikinig.
You will be having a meeting next week, so you need to take action.
From haters to fans? Or not just fans?
Annyeonghaseyo in English is hello. And in Filipino we have po. And in Korean you have you.
Makikilala mo na ang Asia's blockbuster couple, JD Batawang as Mr. Kim and Hershey David as Kaia Fontanilla.
You know what? I also want to learn Korean.
진짜? 이거는
O ito na ang pagsisimula ng love and hate relationship. The romance begins. This is a mixture of Korean novella and Filipino teleserye that will be coming out soon, entitled Bridging the Gap.
Today, we will be answering some brought up questions by the fans in the comment section of the trailer posted in YouTube. Oh, so they already have prepared the question. Question number 1. This is for me.
In the trailer, your character is trying to find someone to teach him English. This theme of language and cultural differences is central to the film. How does this reflect the importance of multicultural diversity in the workplace, especially in the industries like tourism and hospitality?
Well, in my character's story, we see how language and cultural understanding play a huge role in the service delivery. Multicultural diversity isn't just about communication, but it's also means that connecting with other people, learning their culture, their background, their belief. So it is essential in the tourism and hospitality because we are dealing with different peoples every day. So with this, you can provide great excellent service to the guests that you are encountering. So question number 2.
Alright, so the question number 2 would be for me.
So your character, as seen in the trailer, faces some communication challenges with the boy. Could you talk about how intercultural communication plays a role in your character's development and the dynamics between the two characters?
Alright, so my character being from the Philippines faces a lot of cultural barriers when communicating with Mr. Kim, especially because of language differences and misunderstanding. It is a reflection of how cultural nuances affects our interactions. So at first we struggle, but as the story progresses, we learn how to navigate those differences. And the key takeaway here is that effective intercultural communication comes from being patient, listening and understanding each other's context. And that's what we see on both characters as they grow closer. So for the question for me, it says here that
Your character plays an important role in supporting the lead characters. You introduce the concept of helping someone without violating their privacy. How does this relate to ethical considerations and cultural service delivery?
So, ethics is crucial, most especially when you're working in a diverse environment.
In my scene, I emphasize the importance of respecting privacy while still being helpful. This type of dilemma is common in multicultural settings. You provide the best service without overstepping the boundaries of people. So ethical dilemmas often arise when you need to balance cultural respect with service needs. In tourism and hospitality industry, it's vital to be sensitive with cultural differences and, of course, ensure that your service that aligns with ethical considerations and customer expectations. That's the next question.
Okay, it's my turn.
Your character plays an important role in the girl's life, especially when she's dealing with her cultural challenges. How does your character's support reflect the importance of understanding cultural differences in friendships, and what does this teach us about intercultural communication?
Okay, that's a good question. So my character is very supportive to the girl because she understands the value of patience and open-mindedness. Even though they come from different backgrounds, my character encourages her to see things in different perspective and not to be discouraged by cultural barriers. So it's a friendly reminder, just like in professional settings, effective communication and being open to learning about each other's culture can strengthen relationships. We might not be fully understand each other's culture, but if we approach things with curiosity and respect, we can overcome misunderstandings.
Okay, so the questions are getting more and more interesting. So next question.
Throughout the movie, we see a mix of cultural misunderstandings and moments of connection. What are some strategies that your character used to manage cultural diversity effectively? How do these strategies help in overcoming the challenges they face?
Well, one key strategy that we can see in the movie is active listening. Even though we don't fully understand each other, we try to listen and be open with our own perspective. So my character starts to realize that diversity isn't just about language, but it's also about understanding one's culture, and it's also about attitudes and behaviors too. So what can you say?
Well, exactly. Another strategy is patience and adaptability. At the beginning, I was really frustrated with language barrier, but over time, we were able to adapt and find new ways to communicate. So in hospitality industry, it's the same. You need to adapt to guests' needs and be patient with them, whether it's language barriers or cultural misunderstanding. And finally, respect for individuality. So we learn to embrace our differences, which makes us stronger in the end. Now for the next question. Are you ready?
Of course.
Okay, alright. So for the next question.
In the movie, the characters eventually manage to overcome their cultural differences. Can you give us a real-life example of how a tourism or hospitality business successfully managed cultural diversity and what impact that had on customer service?
Okay. Well, I think we can all agree that businesses in the hospitality industry really focuses on giving a diversity in the workplace. But I think it's not only about hospitality and tourism, but in all aspects of the business. So there's a real life example. So in the hotels, they really provide customized or personalized service to the guests, which leads in a more diverse and multicultural workplace. So the results, they not only gather customers, but the customers in their hotel rises because the customers feels respected and also understood the policies of the hotels.
Yes, so and what's key here is that success wasn't just about meeting basic needs, it was about creating personalized experiences for each guest. So this goes hand in hand with what we see in the film, recognizing that cultural differences are opportunities to enhance delivery service, not challenges. Lastly, and finally,
What message do you hope the audience takes away from this film, especially regarding the themes of multicultural diversity and intercultural communication?
Well, actually, we have prepared an answer in case this question is brought up so that we can answer it more effectively.
so can you have my phone because I have my answer.
Oh, so you're ready
here.
to go.
Yes. So would you like me to go first or?
No, I'll just
Okay.
Okay, so to answer that question, I hope the audience sees that multicultural diversity is not something to fear or avoid, it's something to celebrate. The film shows that while language and cultural differences can create funny and even frustrating moments, there are also opportunities to grow and connect. Understanding someone else's world can bring you closer and help you become a better version of yourself.
And as for me, the film highlights the importance of kindness and professionalism in a multicultural world, whether in hospitality, tourism, and even in everyday life. Respecting other people's differences and being ethical in how we interact with them makes the world a better place. Alright, so for my message, it is simple but powerful. Love and understanding transcend all barriers. So whether it's in a relationship or at work, communication is the key to building bridges. You don't have to be perfect at speaking another language or knowing every custom. What matters is the effort and respect you show to others.
So for me, I think the takeaway in friendships, just like in any other relationships, thrive on empathy and humor. You don't have to fully understand someone's culture to be there for them. Just being open-minded and willing to learn can make a big difference in building strong connections.
It's a wrap, guys! Once again, we are the cast of
Bridging the Gap! See you on our Bridging!